Hey y'all, it's Liz. So, I have been, like all y'all, just reeling. I ate 4 donuts and some chicken with shit on it. I don't even know what it was. More donuts. I drank some crappy wine. I tried to sleep. I had more shit. But I have some things to say. Here's the thing. We've seen the statistic now. 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump. And many of you were like, what? How does that happen? What happened? And those of you who are going, how did that happen? What? Are people who haven't paid attention to the fact that a majority of white women always vote for Republicans. Why is that? I think it's a couple of reasons. But I'm going to tell you a little anecdote. I'm an abortion rights advocate. It's what I do. And I had a book come out about 4 years ago. And in my book, I write about my experience having an abortion and what it meant for me to pursue my dreams, my destiny, how it allowed me some dignity to understand who I was and what being a mother would have meant for me, what it would have meant for a lot of things. Now, I'm in Brooklyn doing a book reading for like 40 women. 40 supposedly progressive women, liberal women, and I read the essay from my book. And these are women they volunteer at the co-op, they send their kids to schools, they deal with peanut allergies, and they care about fracking. And when I got done reading that part of my book, almost all of them said, wow, I guess I just don't even think about, Planned Parenthood or abortion. I used those things in college. I went to Planned Parenthood in college, but then I moved on. And the moving on part is what sums up why people don't understand the evil of Trump. It is basically saying to the world, I got mine. It's basically saying to the world, the life I live, I'm surrounded by privileged people like me who no longer have to prioritize making sure that access to birth control, access to abortion is going to help other people pursue the destiny that they so richly get to live right now. If your feminism does not consider all the people around you, forget about your feminism, if your life does not include women of color, people who can bring different life experiences, who can explain to you and through their own life help you understand why this shit is important, forget about having any kind of progress at all. Why do these women vote for Trump? Well, why am I asking you on Facebook? Why aren't we engaging them? Why aren't we asking them? Because when you look at those numbers, white women under 35 didn't vote for Trump. White women under 35 who live in a world where they're sexualized, they are being the ones who walk down the street, who understand that they have a generation of men who have been schooled by women like them, who have fought back. When you look at the women who voted for Trump and who continue to vote for Trump, they are older women who I got mine. That mentality is prevalent. They are privileged women who simply don't understand that if you try to become a titan of industry, like dudes, you are not going to be celebrated in that world if you choose to be, I don't know, head of Goldman Sachs, or you want to be president of the United States. They will accept your power if you want to be Oprah, or Martha Stewart, or invent the new set of Spanx, or something that does not infringe upon where their power lies, especially if their power is based on simply male privilege. If you check out on that shit, I do not understand why you don't understand. Or they say that women who do not have higher education degrees voted for Trump. Now, part of that could be there's a sector of people, of women, who are simply in their bubble, like your bubble, surrounded by men who talk like that. Men who, that is what is in their wheelhouse. People who actually believe that is locker room talk. When you are not outside of a bubble, you don't know that there's anything different. And listen, those are the women we need to talk to, because those are people who will listen to you. People who do not understand and have never been in a position where an economic reality is how you can choose to have a family. But seriously, I am fucking 55 years old. I'm a postmenopausal woman. I am somebody who got to where I am because I got to have an abortion. I got to have health care. I got to have everything that put me on this path. And for every young woman and every woman of color and every trans person who is trying to become their best selves in a society that doesn't want them to be anywhere at the seat of the table, if you ever even got close to having a seat at the table and you checked out because you got yours, fuck you. Now is the time we corral those people back in, and we have to check our own, because you know what? I sit every day at a table full of women who are of different ethnicities, who come from different backgrounds, who actually need us to give a shit. And by giving a shit, I mean talking to other white women. There's going to be people we're just not going to be able to communicate with. The people who staunchly believe abortion is murder, who look at organizations like Lady Parts Justice, even organizations like Planned Parenthood and the independent clinics who provide the health care, they look at them as radical. I don't know how I can speak to them. But who I can speak to are women who decided to check out, and when they were given information, like the women at that book club, they rechecked back in. So are you going to help them recheck back in? Because that right now is your responsibility. Helping women who checked out to understand that they have no right to check back out, because they live in a world where they actually claim they want equality for everybody, and they want inclusion, and they want intersectionality. And if you want that, then you have to check your feminism, and you have to check the women in your life who are not participating and not surrounding themselves with the experiences and lives of other people who will be made better and who will be given fucking destiny and power and agency because you checked your shit so they can fucking have a seat. So make some space for them to step up, and then take that space and grab those women that you can find and talk to them. That's what I have to say, and that's what we need to do starting tomorrow. If you want to join us at Lady Parts Justice League, that is what we plan on doing. Write us at info@ladypartsjustice.com. Find out how you can get involved, and we're starting that conversation now. Be part of it, or stop blaming everybody else, because the octopus tentacles that are pointing fingers everywhere, one of those tentacles needs to point back at who we are and where we have failed the sisterhood. Peace out.